All right, so we're going to do 3 sets of breathing. And the first set is I really want you to focus on your breath. I'm not going to guide you through with voice because you can't really hear with all of this. And you can't really see it, but yeah, I got all the bowls. So I want you to focus primarily on breathing. You're going to breathe in and out through your nose. If your nose is stuffy, because it is that time of the year, then do some mouth breathing. But preferably, if you can breathe in and out through your nose, that's really going to help you to relax and find that rhythm. So we want to find rhythm, and you want to breathe deeply because when we breathe deeply, we're able to fill our lung space up and maximize the air that we get. And not even just the air, we're getting energy. We're getting energy from oxygen, right? Because oxygen metabolizes and gives us actual energy for our cells, but also the energy in the air because energy, like we are, our subtle energy is airborne. It's everywhere and it's all around us. That's how we're all connected. We're all alive and energetic beings. So when you breathe, you're really just taking that in. And in biology, we say it's oxygen metabolizing and working with ATP and all those things, but it's all energy. All right. So if you're comfortable, let's get started. Let's breathe in and out through your nose. And when you're doing this meditation, we're focusing on emotional release. So I'm going to guide you into the second part where we focus on the emotions. But for now, we just want to find that rhythm in our breathing where we're breathing deeply but relaxed. Nothing is forced. Nothing is, putting extra effort. And you're not overthinking your breathing. And it might take a minute for you to get to that. So that's fine. All right. So let's get started. Breathing in and out through your nose. That was our first round. And I wanted you guys to focus on your breathing, right? So the second round, we're going to really put our attention on where the tension is in our body and where the emotions are. So your body tends to hold emotions, of course, in your chest where your heart is. That's why when we have heartache, you feel tension there. It actually could hurt, right? And when we have that heartache, it's just a sign that we have excessive amount of emotional tension there and that we need to relax, let it out. You can let it out in a number of different ways. But the easiest way really is to open up your chest, do some deep breathing, because breathing pushes energy along, fills your body up, just like with your blood. When you breathe, your circulation speeds up, right? And our body's able to detox things out of our blood, out of our organs, better when we have good circulation. And so when you breathe, it's the same thing, but instead of working with detoxing blood, which it does that as well, you're also detoxing energy. You're detoxing certain qualities of energy that want to metabolize, they want to change and move on, right? But if we're holding tension in our bodies, our chest is closed up because we're doing a lot of this, we're doing a lot of this on our phones, even without thinking about it, we are holding on onto emotional energy. So if you have that problem, I want you to do a chest opener. So just lock your hands behind your back and pull your chest open, stretch your neck out, and just open up your torso some more. And this is a chest opener stretch, right? It's called that for a reason. So do that. And then also a lot of times we hold emotions, especially women, in our hips. And it's not just women, just because we're more emotionally connected. We hold them in our hips, and also because we give life, give birth through our womb, our reproductive systems in our hips. That's where it's cradled in our pelvis. And so there tends to be a lot of emotional energy there. And so if you do have a lot of emotional energy trapped in your hips and your pelvis, it's going to affect the way that you walk. So if you notice that your hips are not swaying as much, you're a little stiff in your walk, you might not be a very fluid dancer, or you feel stiff when you dance, it's probably emotional energy that could be released. And a lot of times with yoga, that happens automatically. But if you're not doing yoga, you're not stretching, you're not dancing it out, you're not breathing, that could just be stuck in there. And you'll notice it in how you feel in your body as you're moving it. So hips could be a place, your chest is a place, your neck, your jaws, especially with stress and you're thinking a lot, you're going to get a lot of tension up here because you're thinking a lot. And so wherever your attention is, you're going to have, energy there. It's going to be focused on that area. Just like if we're putting our attention on our lower regions and it would be focused there, you would have more energy and awareness there. Only thing is, when you overthink, it can give you a headache. It can make you have brain fog. You're not thinking as clearly. You're not as creative. And so these things really do affect how your life works, how it flows, how you're able to get to things done. So we're doing some real work here today. All right. The next part, we're going to focus on where the tension is in your body. And wherever it is, I just want you to put the intention to relax that part physically, shake it out, do what you got to do. But just putting your mental intention of, okay, let me relax this, open up my chest. And in deep breathing, that is going to just do it without you doing anything else. Just putting that intention and breathing, keeping your body as limp as you can, as relaxed as you can while we're doing the sound bath. And then let these vibrations just wash over you. All this is just creating resonance. It sounds harmonic, right? And so you're tuning your body to this sound, and it creates this resonance, this harmony. So whereas your body is stiff and trapped with emotions, it might be disharmonic. It sounds like it's just a heavy metal band, is in your cells. And doing things like this and breathing rhythmically is going to turn your cells into like an orchestra. Okay? Music choice aside, you get the metaphor. So let's do this again. This is our second round, and we're going to again breathe. It'd be good to release through your mouth on this part so that if you do have tension in a specific area, sighing is a sign to your body to relax. Whenever you get tired or you're like wore yourself out doing something, You sit down and you sigh. You're already be like, so your body knows that that sound means to relax and release. So you use that as a cue to intentionally relax and release any tension you're holding. All right, so let's get back to it. Round two. How's everybody feeling? Feeling relaxed? Did you release? So that was round two, and we focused on where our emotions were in our bodies, and then breathing. With breathing and intention, you can release that hold, and your body will let it go. And we don't want to hold on to that energy and that tension because it does lead to a cascade of um, health problems that we don't want to deal with. So we catch it ahead of time. We do our self care, we do things like this. And whenever we are building up that tension of emotions, instead of just ignoring them or letting them be, we breathe, we relax. And in that way, they'll take care of themselves. We just don't want to react to intense emotions with tension, right? So that's the lesson here today. And the last part, because I'm getting incredibly relaxed, and I hope you are too, we're going to do one more round of this, and we're going to do the same things we were doing and just breathe, exhale with an open mouth. And when you do that, like I explained before, you're sending a signal to your body to let go. Just like when you sigh and you yawn and you sigh, all those are signs that our nervous system is relaxing. It's releasing tension that we've wound up throughout the day, or we've wound up with a very intense situation. And so when we do that sign, just let it out. The body knows what's up, it knows what to do. And because you are relaxed and you're not holding, things just flow a lot easier. And you can do this at any time of the day, microdose it. Doesn't have to be a whole meditation. You can just take a sigh and just be like, I'm gonna let that go. So this is really like mastering the art of letting things go. And that's the best thing you can do for yourself when you can't control what's happening. And most of the time, we can't control what's happening. We can only control how we react to what's happening. And this is just one of those small practices that you can implement anytime you need it. So I'm going to do this one last time for like 5 minutes or so. And if you guys have stayed with me from the beginning, like you should be feeling real good right now. So let's do this. We're going to breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth. And remember to fill up your lung space. I want you to feel that expansion of your lungs. Breathing with your diaphragm. Feel the pressure in your abdomen as you take in that full breath. And then when you exhale, right? That's it. Let's get to it. Pause due to poor connection. Okay. Hopefully, I didn't miss any of that. All right. So that concludes our sound bath. You guys can let me know in the comments how you enjoyed it, maybe your favorite parts. If there's something that you didn't like, let me know too. I'm all open for feedback. Hello, Function Presents on YouTube. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope that you did feel some relief from that and that you learned some ways to manage your emotional energy. You don't want to control it because you can't control it, right? It's one of those things that is very natural and it's very good information for us to feel our emotions and understand what they're trying to tell us. They could be telling us, this doesn't feel good to me. This does feel good to me. I'm confused about how I feel, So those are all cues, natural cues that tell us more about ourselves, what situation we're in. And then you have the choice of how you're going to use that information and how you're going to react. And but over time, just through our ignorance and just not knowing how to manage the energy and the intense energy, especially, they tend to get cooped up in our bodies, and we don't realize why we have headaches. We don't realize why we have pain and just mental health just all over the place. So this is one of those ways you can address that and take better care of yourself just through breathing, relaxing tension in your body, and setting the mental intention with your mind of, I want to let this go. Check it out. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. Leave with love. Enjoy the rest of your day. And hope you take this with you and use it to take better care of yourself. All right. Bye.